Volume 1, Clinical Focus Guide to Homeopathic Remedies by Klein. Some people call him Lou Klein, I guess. I've heard that before. Awesome book. This is a very cool book. I love his style. I mean, this is like how homeopathic materia medica should be. Well, this isn't really a materia medica in the classical sense. It's like a compilation of just remedies that really don't have that great provings, or it's like new stuff, along with some old stuff. And I forget how much I paid for it, but I mean, this is a cool book. It's worth whatever you pay for it. Whatever they do, whatever they want for it, pay for it. But he's got this really clean style and of organizing the information. It's very spacious. If you look in the book here, it's just very spacious in here. But everything's to the point. It's not it's not like it's spacious and there's nothing here. It's spacious and it's very kind of distilled. The information is well known to be a great clinician, and so remedies like alcohol, that might be interesting for most people. Since alcohol is such a major kind of used drug in this culture in the United States and worldwide. But here, I'll just kind of go through here some of the things. For example, mind, affability to enemies. Mind, cowardice. Mind, delusion, imagining fear of falling down an abyss. Mind, delusion, pursued by police. Mind, fear of misfortune. Mind, weakness of memory. So that was the active phase of the reaction. The passive phase of alcoholism is mind, abusive, insulting. Some rules we find. I think that was the passive. I'm sorry. So that was the passive reaction I just read. Now I'm going to read you the active. So mind, abusive, insulting. Mind, boisterous. Mind, courageous. Mind, desires uncontrollable. Mind, delirium, raging, raving. Mind, delirium, tremors. Mania, potu. I don't know what that is. Mind, exuberance. Mind, heedless, careless. Mind, unfeeling, hard-hearted. And it just goes on. So gives you some insights about the mind, and then it goes into arteries, action increased. It just kind of gets to the point. And nothing I like about him is he tells you to check out certain groups of remedies to kind of like compare and contrast so you can find the right remedy. I like how he calls there's an alcohol group, there's a carbon group, hydrogen group, addiction group. So it's kind of a different way of looking at, what's the addiction group? You look at addictive remedies, or remedies for compulsive type things maybe, And I like that style. It's very kind of like broad, but kind of helps your mind kind of think like, carbon remedies. Because it could be, the silicate of, carbon silicate or something. I'm not even sure if that remedy exists, but, is it graphite? I don't know, So it kind of helps your mind kind of loosely think about solving the problem. So I like that approach. And, I could just, affable, what enemies, lacks jealousy or emotion, loss of personality and ambition, lack of character, superficial, pre-birth, self-deprecation, low self-esteem, lack of character, unevolved, loss of spiritual connection, feeling and fear nothing in their center, addiction, alcohol, food, gambling, workaholism, addiction, overwhelmed and precluded personality, never satiated. Fetal alcohol, so codependency, fix the world, violent upbringing or household. So it just goes on and on so you get a real kind of clear image of. There's even clinical stuff in here too, like where, well, not clinical. This whole thing is clinical, but there's a physical focus. So fat deposits in deeper organs, blood vessel complaints, sinus problems, congestion and pain. There's even chlamydia, pneumonia in here. So this is very cool how he just kind of lays it all out. And there's a bunch of remedies in here that are like remedies we know of already. Like for example, not argentum, sulfuratum, but like absintinium, alcoholus. Those aren't so well known. But like Bryonia is very well known. Carbolic acid, I think, is fairly well known. St. Chris is well, I wouldn't say well known, but it's known. Graphite, well, very well known. But it's cool. He puts his own insights into it. You know, not like delphinium. And for example, lecithin. He uses lecithin homeopathically for scleroderma, if I'm not mistaken. That's a pretty serious. That's a very serious condition to be using, and I mean to have a remedy to use against. So, very cool book. Get this like today. Highest recommendation. I love this. Just even the size. It's kind of a little bit bigger than the usual book, but it just works. Nice paper. Nice flow. Nice setup. Yeah. Well, let me just kind of, before I get off, let me just kind of, I mean, you could check this out on the internet too, but I mean, there's chocolate in here, cinnabaris, coriander. That's an interesting one for people that especially move from one country to another. You know, so, really, like, poignant stuff in here.